Howdy, let's do a new series, SHTF and Emergency Comms, starting out with the basics, of course.
Here we go.
How's it going, guys? Cory the Random Guy here with you today. I would like to share simple, basic comms that anybody can get during an SHTF situation, or even before, preferably, and emergencies, such as weather, earthquakes. But before we begin this video, I'd like you guys to keep liking, subscribing, sharing, commenting, hitting that notification bell so you guys don't miss anything. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Really doesn't matter because at least you guys watch the video. We also have a P.O. box for this channel. Fan mail is welcome. You guys want to send a postcard, just say hi. Hey, I'll send you one back. P.O. box addresses will be down below in the description. You can also find them in the About section of the channel. So without further ado, let's get into this. As I've said earlier, guys, this is a small video series that I'm trying out. Hopefully it'll come together. The main goal here is to give you guys some information and hopefully help everybody out who watches this channel for emergency comms if they so choose to have it. Let's get to the basics. Simple radios. Simple, easy to use, throw batteries in it. If it doesn't have a built-in battery, you turn it on, you select a channel, and boom, start talking, okay? That's the whole point of this video. I particularly have one basic radio. If you guys recognize these radios, comment down below. You want to talk about basic radio, that would be these. The little Bell South 1010s. I used to have one of these when I was a kid. These are basic of the basic radios, okay? These are only 14 channel. These were made before 2007 when they allowed GMRS and FRS to share channels from 15 to 22. So these are your basic, and you can find these things probably at thrift stores. I'm sure there's people out there that have a set of these, brand new, still in a box, never ever been used. I got these for free, okay? And they still work. The antennas are a little screwed up, but they still work. So that would be your basic radio to keep your eye out on. Something simple, something easy. You switch channels, you turn it on, you start talking, boom, you're done. If you guys are looking for a basic radio but yet still has some sort of weather in it, ability to have weather alerts come across it, you're looking more towards something like this. This particular radio has weather alert, and it also has a weather channel. Weather band, excuse me. Well, weather channel, I guess, yeah. But it also has alerts, okay? So anytime there is severe weather around, this thing will go off, especially if there's watches and warnings going across. I personally don't think there's a drawback to this part, but some of you might. You cannot program it to be in a certain county that you are in order for it to go off. It'll go off across the whole state that you live in. Like here in Iowa, we had a tornado outbreak yesterday, basically. And this thing was constantly going off for different counties across Iowa that was having tornado warnings. For me, that's actually a good thing, because then I can monitor where the path of these storms are going. So something like this would actually be good for you. The batteries that these radios come with, unfortunately, suck. Cobra, I hope you watch this video. They're nickel metal hydride batteries. I hate to say it, Cobra, but that is one big drawback, especially for me. Although they work, they just won't last as long. So if you guys get something like this, and it has the weather alert, has rechargeable batteries with it, yada yada yada, I would charge these that come up with it. Honestly, I would keep batteries at all times on hand, because you can throw just regular batteries in this. Rechargeables. Get yourself some good rechargeables, such as Energizer, Duracell. I think Rayovac makes some. I'm not sure who all makes rechargeable batteries anymore. They have more capacity in them, they last longer, and you can get longer use out of this. Now, this particular radio, now I'm not sure how many other radios have this, but this one has a little flashlight in the bottom. Pretty cool, huh? So that helps. And it also has this little red button for emergency. You know, if you're stuck somewhere, you have a broken leg out there in the wilderness, people can find you. You just hit this button and I think it'll send out a signal, and it'll also be very, very loud. It'll freaking blink and have a really loud audible tone, stuff like that. So something like this, if you guys are interested in having weather radio built into it, these would also be the way to go. As far as rechargeable batteries go, when it comes to radios like that, again, You can put rechargeable batteries, good ones, in these and keep them charged via the little USB port that these particular models have. But they also have, I think there is two-way radios out there that have a built-in battery. I'm not sure. That one I'll have to do a little bit more research on. And of course, then you're still getting into the higher money you have to pay for these things. Now, there is another alternative to little FRS radios like this. If you guys can find used ones out there, you guys can go with these. This is a very basic 40-channel CB radio. I don't know if you can find this brand anymore. If you can, I'm sure they're pretty pricey. You could probably pick these things up anywhere for pretty cheap. I think I got this particular one in a lot somewhere when I picked up a whole bunch of radios, and this one happened to come with it. It takes 10 batteries though. That's a very big drawback for this particular radio. It takes 10 batteries. But here's the good news. You can put rechargeable batteries in the thing and you can hook it up to the charge port, okay? It also has a power port down below, so you can run it externally with power. 4 watts, okay? Came with this little rubber ducky antenna. This would also be a good two-way communication with, you know, your neighbors, your friends, your family, you know, anybody who's around. You could use these. Another option would be another CB radio, but this one has a built-in lithium-ion battery, and this is called the President Randy FCC. Now you're talking about maybe $150 or something like that, somewhere around in there. I haven't looked lately, but they have a built-in battery. They have 40 channels. They have, I do believe they've even got weather band on it, but that's another option that you guys can get into. This is an introductory to this short little video series. So hopefully you guys got a little bit of information out of this video. Sorry, the scanner's going off up there. The next video that I will be doing is we're going to take a trip to Walmart, and we are going to look at the two-way radios that they have. So this way we can see the price of them. We will also go into the automotive section for a cheap CB radio, and I will give you guys the drawbacks of that one in particular because I have one. And I know what it's capable of. Not very good, just a spoiler alert. So anyway guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. You guys have any questions whatsoever, comment below the questions. Also, my email is in the about section, so if you guys want to email me directly for questions, go for it. Another thing I forgot to mention about these particular type of radios. This one in particular has 40 channels, right? According to the package. It still does not go beyond channel 22 RS spectrum. The only reason why it shows more than 22 channels is because it has preset privacy tones in it. We all know that that is a bunch of malarkey. There's no privacy on these things at all. Basically what it does is it tunes your receiver inside this radio to where it only hears you and that other person that has that same tone programmed into their radio. That's it. So if anybody else is chattering on that same channel, guess what? You're not going to hear it. You're not going to hear them, but they will hear you. That's the drawback. They will hear you. So you look at these things and they say, oh, privacy. There's no privacy. Don't fall into that rabbit hole. Again, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Next one will be coming up when we go to Walmart and we will look at the radios that they have. In fact, I might get those Ozark Trail ones, and that will be on the next video. Anyway guys, 309 Central Iowa, signing off.